What's up, people? MrFalliorsLife here, bringing another video. So I just had a really long, crazy day. I'm extremely tired. I already slept like 5 hours. I only had 2 hours sleep last night, and then I had to help my stepdad with construction and stuff again. Um, he woke me up at 6:40 this morning, and I had to drive on 2 hours sleep to follow him. Um, what was it, 75 minutes away, somewhere around 70 miles, to an area I've never been before. Um, and I don't have my cell phone turned on yet. You guys know my cell phone was shut off like 2 months ago. Yeah, a little over 2 months ago now. So I haven't been able to turn it back on yet because I don't have a job yet, which is very soon. I have another interview. Um, and at one point, like my GPS, right? I have my phone set so that it downloads offline maps for when, because it has no data, so I need to download offline maps so it'll work even without data. Um, but the offline maps weren't for that area. Um, and on the way there, like it literally said it was just a straight route until the last 6 miles. But my stepdad took an exit, um, which took him to another interstate, which would still lead him to the same spot. But because his GPS was connected to the internet, it was a live. It was based on the live traffic, whichever way is faster based on the traffic. And because there was more traffic on the straight route, it took him somewhere else. And because I didn't have data, it wouldn't tell me live traffic, so it still took me the way that it normally would be faster. So I just kept going the normal way because there was no way to talk to him or anything. Um, and I finally make it to the place, but I wasn't sure if it was the right place because it wound up being a trailer park, and the sign on the trailer park said the correct number, but a different address, different street name. So I thought that was really weird. So I must be in the wrong area because sometimes the GPS will take you to something it thinks is right, but it's not. So I had to try to find a place that had free Wi-Fi. Weirdly enough, I could not find a McDonald's anywhere, which when you're not trying to find a McDonald's, it seems like it's on every freaking street corner. But I'm literally actively trying to find a McDonald's, a Burger King, a Starbucks, or a Walmart. Those are the four that I know have free Wi-Fi. Couldn't find any of them. So I wound up stopping at a gas station, Racetrack. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. So that I could try to ask somebody, but it turns out Racetrack, the gas station, has their own free Wi-Fi. So I was able to use their Wi-Fi to use the free texting app to try to get a hold of him, to ask him if that was the right place, and he just forgot to give me a lot number or whatever. But it was kind of iffy connection, so it was taking like 10 minutes to even get anything back or to send anything. But eventually I found out that the place that I originally went, the trailer park, actually was the correct place. He just forgot to give me the lot number. So, but that, I was like, it was a little freaky because my cell phone was quickly dying. I don't know what's wrong with it. The battery is just dying so fast now. I don't know why. And this is one of the type of phones where the battery can't be replaced. At least not on your own. Maybe if I sent it to the manufacturer or something, they can replace it that way. But it's not a replaceable battery type of thing. I can't just go out and buy a battery and replace it. There might be a way, like YouTube tutorial, to try to replace a non-replaceable or something, but I don't know, and I don't want to mess it up because it's my only phone. Um, but hopefully there's some way I can get it to work. I'm gonna try to delete whatever I can on the phone. Maybe there's an app that, even though I'm not using it, is somehow draining the battery like crazy. I don't know, but it's telling me that no app is draining my battery a lot. So it just doesn't make sense to me. But that was the first crazy part. It was freaking crazy. Well, on my side, that was the craziest part of my day. And there's a speck on the lens that's been annoying me this entire time. So I get to the trailer, and he tells me to help this guy who's a worker of the other guy that my stepdad works with. And he says for me and him to help tear down this whole wall while they go and get supplies to replace the wall. But he tells me nothing. He doesn't tell me like what to do or whatever. But I told the guy straight up, I said, I've never done it before. I said I've done other things with construction, but I've never done this. So I said I'll just follow his lead, and I help take out the all the wall pieces and stuff, and I helped take some wall out. I helped him pull the wall down and all that stuff, so it wasn't too bad. And then when they got back, I helped them put the wall up and all that. It was a pretty nice trailer. It was a very big trailer. It was a nice trailer park. It's not like the trailer trash type of trailer park. It's actually a little bit nicer than this area that we live in. The trailers are closer together, but it's a little bit nicer area. All the trailers are very well kept. I think there's a lot more older people there that live there to like as a retirement type of deal. It's not officially a retirement place, but there was quite a lot of older people that made it their retirement place. And I think the trailer that we were at, the last people that lived there were older people. Every single thing in that house was old, some type of old something. Like every single TV that was in the house was a box TV. There was a VCR in one of the rooms. You had old dishwasher, old built-in stove top, which that looked like one of the first stove tops ever. Not like, where, the stove and the oven is connected. That's the typical stuff. But this is the one where it's just the top that's separated. It looked like it was one of the first ones ever. And then they had an oven that's built in, and that one looked like one of the first built-in ones ever. It was crazy. It's pretty old stuff. Well kept, but pretty old. I took a couple pictures of that. I'll post it on my Instagram when I can. And yeah, it was overall okay. And also I found out later that on their way back with the supplies, some of the big walls that were to be replaced, the new walls that they bought, like when you have stuff in the trunk and like it won't all fit to where you can close the trunk, so you gotta like try to tie it up and stuff until you can get there. But they wound up sliding out and going all over the highway and they had to pull over and eat piece by piece, pick them up. And that sounds funny but crazy at the same time, because you never want to be that type of person where your stuff is all over the road and you have to go and try to get it. Anyway, I'm very tired. I hope I didn't wake myself up too much, because I'm gonna go back to bed now, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.